and you are going to see more of our games on more platforms. And we just see that as a benefit to the franchises that we're building. And we see that from players, and the players love to be able to play.
Alright guys, welcome to today's video. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. That helps support and grow the community here on YouTube. If you enjoy content about the gaming industry and PlayStation news, rumors and leaks, please consider subscribing or becoming a channel member. So during the week when we would normally be celebrating the E3 showcase, fans of gaming are getting to see new gameplay, new trailers and new game announcements across the industry from the E3 replacements like the PlayStation State of Play, Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase. We now have new gameplay footage from 2 new Ubisoft games coming later this year. Now I know what people are going to say. Ubisoft can be divisive with their games. Some people love their games, others hate them for various reasons. As someone who grew up really enjoying Ubisoft games like Splinter Cell, Assassin's Creed, the original games, The Division, Ghost Recon, Brothers in Arms, which wasn't actually made by Ubisoft, they published it, and Watch Dogs, those were all great games. But more recently, over the last few years, I've become somewhat underwhelmed by the Ubisoft games. Various reasons why, but they seem to lack, I don't know, depth or character development. Stories seem to lack real purpose, and their gameplay loops have all become all too familiar with endless sprawling open world maps, fetch quests, games full of microtransactions. You get the picture, right? But like I say, some people love their games and others hate them. And for myself personally, I have stepped away from Ubisoft games over the years. Now, there are 2 new upcoming games that have had new gameplay revealed during the traditional week of E3 actually look really good. The trailers you can see being played, Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay. My initial impressions are that the game looks fantastic, and from what I've seen, I'm looking forward to diving into both of the 2 new Ubisoft games day one when they release later this year. Assassin's Creed Shadows looks brilliant. I'm looking forward to experiencing a similar kind of world to Ghost of Tsushima, and this looks like the next best thing. I know we've got games like Sekiro and Rise of the Ronin, but in my opinion, just based on what I've seen so far from the footage, the Assassin's Creed Shadows game looks really good. It looks to be the next best thing to what I'm looking for. The other game from Ubisoft coming out this year is Star Wars Outlaws, and again, looking at the gameplay being played in the background, this looks like another excellent game. It finally looks like the Star Wars Uncharted game that many people were hoping for. The gameplay sounds really exciting too, as in the game you'll be able to locate various enemies, track them down around the galaxy, gain new skills and abilities and upgrade as you progress throughout the game. In the game there'll be plenty of opportunities to go on foot and also play using ground vehicles and space flying machines. There'll be space battles too, using spaceships or rockets or whatever space vehicles they have in the game. The game also includes a GTA style wanted system, which I'm interested to see and learn how the game mechanics work on this one. All in all though, it sounds pretty good if you ask me, and both games are out this year. Star Wars Outlaws releases on August the 30th and Assassin's Creed Shadows is releasing on November the 15th. And like I said, from what I've seen, they both look excellent. I'll be getting them day one. Let me know if you plan on picking these games up when they come out later this year. Last week saw a new report from The Verge claiming that Microsoft is at the very least considering or in the very early stages of bringing Halo Combat Evolved to the PS5. Xbox's biggest exclusive franchise could cease to be entirely exclusive to their console, with one of the most iconic games in Xbox's franchise coming to PlayStation. The first game in the Halo franchise launched alongside the original Xbox console. The whole world of gaming identifies Halo with Xbox, like they do with God of War and PlayStation. For it to come to PlayStation really cements how dedicated Microsoft and Xbox is to the new strategy and desperation to try and bring more money into their business wherever it can, even at the expense of what their hardcore gamers actually think. If Halo is on the table as an IP Microsoft is willing to release on PlayStation, then everything is on the table, right? Nothing's off, everything's available. If this does indeed happen, there's no reason to believe anything that Xbox claims is exclusive will be that way forever. However, it should be noted that this is a rumor from another source. Rumors have been coming in from several different sources and seemingly will not go away. Throughout the year so far, we've had lots of rumors. Even this report from The Verge only alludes to early stages of planning, right? Discussions going on behind the scenes. It can be stopped at any point. However, with the recent Xbox showcase revealing around 30 odd games, of which half of them will be coming to the PlayStation platform, Phil Spencer went on to IGN, sat down with Ryan McCaffrey and said to everyone, more games are coming. Straight from the horse's mouth. More games from Xbox are coming to PlayStation, which is exactly what everyone expected, in all honesty. It's not news, is it? The previous games released from Xbox onto PlayStation were very successful, so of course it makes sense, release the rest of them. It's clear to see that there's a market for Xbox games to thrive on PlayStation and Nintendo. And those games are clearly not driving Xbox hardware from within the Xbox ecosystem. That's evident. They're not delivering profit for Microsoft's gaming division. Therefore, release those games on every platform, onto every screen, including PlayStation and Nintendo. And if those gamers want to pay for those games, which they will, because that's what Nintendo and PlayStation gamers do, they pay for their games, Microsoft gets to recoup some of its development costs. How do you feel as an Xbox gamer seeing your beloved IP come over to rival platforms? Are you okay with this? I can understand if this was a game like Doom, for example, right? It makes sense. Even like future Elder Scroll games, they make sense. They're multi-plat games, always have been. Doom has always been a multi-plat game. Microsoft acquired Bethesda and ID Software, or id Software, and with that they got the rights to the IP for Doom. They could have kept it exclusive, however, it will remain multi-plat. The fact that it has always been a multi-plat game and now Microsoft owns it doesn't really feel that weird. It actually feels like it's the right thing to do. Same with Call of Duty. That game coming to all platforms, well, that's just good business sense, right? Why lose 100 million gamers, right? And also, it's always been a multi-plat, so to see it on every platform, well, that's normal. But to see a game like Halo even being considered for other platforms, that's like having the heart ripped out from your gaming community. I can never imagine seeing God of War coming to Xbox, or The Last of Us, or even Ghost of Tsushima going to Xbox. I can see games like Helldivers or Concord, co-op online multiplayer games going cross-platform. I can see that, but not games that rip the heart out of your core gaming community. Let me know what you make of this. If Halo is coming over, what's next? Gears of War? Fable? Hellblade? It's endless, guys. Where does it end? Certainly don't believe anything that Phil Spencer tells you. That is for sure. But let's move on. Konami offered another look at Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater with a promising new gameplay trailer. You can see that playing in the background. And this is the remake at the recent Xbox Games Showcase. And although the company did not announce a release date at the time, we may have actually seen a leaked release date for Metal Gear Solid. Taking to Twitter, GameStop recently published a tweet inviting players to begin pre-ordering the game. In that tweet, GameStop also says the remake is releasing on November the 17th, which of course is something that Konami itself hasn't actually announced. Interestingly, recent leaks claimed that Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater may have been internally delayed to 2025, with Konami set to release Silent Hill 2 Remake in October, and then Snake Eater coming out early 2025. I mean, it does make sense, though it remains to be seen whether the company is instead going to officially confirm the date over the next few weeks. A new gameplay trailer was revealed, which you can see being played in the background at the recent Xbox Showcase. Game looks brilliant. I really do hope it's coming out in November. Been looking forward to this one ever since it was officially confirmed. But that's it for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below about today's topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.